It's Bob and Tom This Week, starring Chick McGee, Christy Lee, Josh Arnold, Ace Cosby, Pat Godwin, Willie Griswold, and Tom Griswold.
Hi, everybody. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Do you need a hug?
March 8th, 2020. No, I don't want a hug, especially from you.
Well,
do you find that surprising, the way you've treated me over the years? Despite you walking up to me when I'm sobbing, going, I was just joking.
I wasn't going to hug you anyway. I was just asking to be nice.
When you come up to us, me or Christy, whoever happens to be crying, it's happened to all of us.
Yes.
And you go, it was just a joke, and we sort of kind of go, okay. You walk away and go, well, that's taken care of. Don't you? It's all done.
Nobody can take a joke anymore.
Why does everybody love me? Hi, Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick.
I wasn't going to yell today. Hello, Josh Arnold.
Hey, Chick.
Hello, Ace Cosby.
Chick.
And hello, Willie.
Chick.
And our own International Woman of the Day, it's Christy Lee.
Oh,
Christy.
well, thank you.
There
Hi.
she is.
And Christy, I would get to you first, except I can't help but notice.
What?
Josh, very serious haircut. So how was boot camp?
Yeah, I do have that kind of boot camp.
Oh.
Yeah.
I have a real quick question.
Josh today.
Is that Floby? Did you?
No, I've got the peanut wall, the wall peanut.
No, but you did it yourself.
Yeah,
You put on like the guard.
So
Yeah, guard on the clippers and then just go.
you take your peanut and you shave your head with your peanut, huh?
Peanut.
Peanut. Yeah.
Please hit that
I said,
properly.
peanut, yeah.
Finest clippers out there, right?
Now, so do you do it outside?
No, I did it inside. So
Where does all the hair go?
goes down onto my bathroom counter and then real easily, then I just sweep it into a trash can.
There you go. See?
Bing,
Simple.
bang, boom.
Okay, all right. So you're leaning over the whole time over the sink.
It's not over the sink. It's like a separate thing, but yeah, I do it myself and it's
Okay,
fine.
well that's nice. Yeah. How many mirrors does it take?
One takes one.
What about the,
I can see he's already upset about it. I was just.
do you have what's known as a hemorrhoid mirror? Do you have one of those just to check things?
I do not. Do you?
What's
Do you
a hemorrhoid mirror?
Well, I mean, it's just a mirror you keep around in case you go, I wonder what's going on back there. And you got to take a look. What are you going to do? Take a picture of it with your phone? What are you going to do?
I'm not going to do anything. I don't have to look
You
at
just
it.
let it go. Is that right?
You never check on it?
You have a pain back there. You have an itch. And you go, well, what the heck? I'm certainly not looking
my
back
God.
there.
Is this something that's marketed as a hemorrhoid mirror, or is it just if I
No,
walk
it's just
into
like I've been known to say, hey, have you seen my hemorrhoid mirror? I've been known to do that.
So like when you go to the doctor,
Yeah.
is it like when you go to the barber when you're done, the barber holds the mirror in back of your head so you can check it? Does
it's not like
your
that.
doctor hold it up and go, what do you think of your backside there, Chickie?
No, he doesn't need a mirror because he can easily look.
But he just wants you to see it the same way the barber wants you to see the back of your
I
head.
take my doctor's word for it.
Yeah.
Do you ever hand him your camera and go, hey, would you mind taking a quick shot of this for me?
I'm the only person who's had some sort of weird feeling about.
No, of course
down
I've
there.
looked. I've looked.
Of course, we've all looked.
So what do? You get in the floor and
I've not
throw your
looked.
legs over your head and try to
Well,
see
you
through
should
them?
especially look.
What?
All your stuff's inside.
You can just stand in front of a
Well, I don't
full-size
need to
mirror,
look behind like that.
spread your cheeks, and turn your head.
Sure. See, this is impractical. You would have to lay a full-length mirror on the floor and then straddle it and look. That's just silly.
How do you take a flashlight so you can bounce it off the
No,
mirror?
ideally it's in the middle of the day when the sun's coming through the window just right.
That's why I always do it
Well,
on
be
the
careful. You're going to bake it. It's like killing ants.
I always out on the deck where the lighting's good.
This sounds like something you need to pitch. You need to go on TV on Shark Tank and pitch the hemorrhoid mirror.
I really don't want to be in the hemorrhoid business, and for those reasons, I'm out.
Okay, all right, okay.
I tried. It was called the ass glass, and it just did not. It didn't garner any interest.
I can see why.
Looking through the looking at.
Treat your body with some sass. Why don't you grab that old ass glass?
Yes.
Oh, that's very nice. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. This is the.
You leave him alone.
Thank you, Chick.
I prefer leaving him alone, preferably alone in a different room. Let's see, where was I?
He's offered to switch places with me.
I know. Well, I never. Judging by that last remark, you never should have. Let's see, where was it? That's Josh over there. He's at the OrangeInsoles.com sidekick desk and chair. Feel better, do more. Orange Insoles. Don't forget, free shipping. Orange Insoles. Use the name Bob and Tom. That'll help you.
Oh, you sleepy, Willie?
I just had a little yawn. I wasn't drawing attention to it.
Tired guy.
There's Willie. There's Chick.
Looking at me.
We're looking at you.
Ace Cosby with an excellent joke of the day today, I thought.
Oh, is that what you thought?
I thought that was very good.
You played a part of that. You did a great
You were
job.
kind of on time.
In fact, I say we take it again, Ace. This time, don't let Chick ruin it for you.
Same joke?
Man with a deep voice. Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
You know, I made it through college just learning even numbers.
Oh, really?
Yeah, what are the odds?
That was
What are the odds?
Cosby's joke of
He
the
doesn't
day.
know.
Guys, don't laugh too loud. We don't want to wake Willie.
Okay, yeah. Over here taking a nap. Sleep you
Very
well.
comfortable.
Craig writes.
Yes. Hi, Craig.
Craig writes, last week I had 2 surgeries. These are both very serious. A stent and a vascular bypass. While getting prepped, I told the medical staff several of Ace Cosby's jokes. I had them rolling.
Thank you, Greg.
Of course. Thank you, signed Craig, one of Ace's biggest fans.
All right, Craig. Well,
Get well.
speedy recovery to you, my friend.
Go. Thank you.
Well
very
done,
much.
Greg.
Craig. Oh, God. Okay, so let's see. Where were we? Pat, you got any progress in there? Have you got any progress in there?
Yes, lots of progress.
Look at Tom. Look at Tom.
I love Dennis Miller, man. I tell
I
you
am a different breed of cat.
Yes, Pat.
it's like the
What do you-
skipper and Gilligan.
Like Golda Meir on Everest.
So weird.
What are you working on now, Pat?
Oh, I had something for the last story. I'm always the last story,
Which story?
behind.
The guy in
the
Target.
Okay, this poor guy
Yeah,
was.
he's not a poor guy. What the hell?
No, this guy's got
serious.
This guy's obviously got some serious issues. He's pleasuring himself on dolls in
Not
public.
dolls, stuffed animals.
Not any stuffed animal. Olaf. He's banging Olaf in the Target.
not a
and
poor
you're
guy.
like, poor guy.
He got
No, I
some
mean,
nuts.
you got to feel, but the guy's got something.
Nutted on him.
I've never heard that expression.
Yes.
Please never say it again.
Yes.
Makes no sense.
Olaf the snowman had a very sticky face. Cause some nut job nutted on his nose after a lewd sexual embrace. It's too much.
Wow.
Hello.
Boy, oh boy.
Well,
Olaf with your nose so
all right. No, we don't need it.
So full.
Yeah.
Won't you ride by?
Like you like a bull.
Another poll.
Gosh, that was great, Pat.
Does Olaf have an orifice?
Yeah.
That's my favorite Dr. Seuss book.
Do you have an orifice?
Well, he does now.
I'm just asking.
I suppose
I
you could
guarantee-
probably make one with.
I
Yeah.
guarantee you, if this story's on a newscast,
Not saying
the
nothing.
anchor's going, well, the gentleman at Target tried to have this poor man. He tried to have sex with a snowman. God love him. I don't think so.
No.
And now the story of a misunderstood hero.
He was fired from his job at the carnival
He hit his target.
when people came up to.
Love is love. It was consensual.
Richard Jewell, Steve Bartman, the man that masturbated on an Olaf.
Yeah.
Misunderstood heroes.
That's them.
And they go to the trouble to actually quote him. And
What did he? Oh, that's right. Yeah, he said.
I don't want everyone to hear the word nutted again. Literate jackass. Okay.
Well, what do you want him to use?
That's very descriptive.
Elevator, 10th floor, jump. Next.
Tommy next.
Oh, now he's upset.
The last time
It's
you.
all right. Let's just go ahead. Well, you know what? We need some ginger between rolls here.
Yes.
Okay,
What's the next
palate.
story?
Yeah.
Sometimes you can't cure everything.
that's
Yeah, you
true.
can't cure snowmen humping. Even in the summer, it's a thing.
Well, you know,
It's a little
this is
tougher in the summer, though.
Yeah, then you're just a puddle humper.
This isn't the only guy doing this. There are a society of stuffed animals.
Well, let's thin the herd. There are
Intercoursers.
too many people right now anyway.
I gotta be honest. Have you ever felt a stuffed animal? It may have felt kind of good.
Oh, yeah.
It's very comforting.
Soft, fluffy.
Maybe do that in the privacy of your own home and then
Well, that's what I
then
do.
go up
I
10
mean-
stories and jump.
Okay. What else is happening in the world of news?
Well, a cell phone's been returned to its owner 6 months after it fell to the bottom of a lake in Canada.
That's cool. What else is going on in news?
Just keep going. You know what, Josh? We're kind of running out, so you better stop. According to CBC, Clayton Helkenberg and his wife Heather found the iPhone 11 during a sweep of Harrison Lake. It had been dropped into the water back in September during a bumper boat ride at the lake's water park.
I love those.
Big bumper boat ride.
That's
Rubber
fun,
baby,
that's
bumper,
fun.
buggy,
Bumper
bumper
boat
boat.
ride.
Do it as Dennis Miller.
You ever ride one of those bumper boats? Huh?
How about you and I go out there, me, you, and Chachi on
Gold
a
to my
bumper
ear.
boat.
I look like Roy Scheider out there.
More references, Dennis.
Babar.
Is this Dennis Miller?
Riding babar on a bumper boat.
What era of Dennis Miller is this?
SNL.
Helkenberg said that when he picked up the phone and took it home, it just turned right on. He was able to take out the SIM card, put it in another phone, and determine who it had belonged to.
I was floating like Brando in the Great Salt Lake.
Yes.
Love your reference,
The
Chad.
woman has since been reunited with the phone, which she says works perfectly apart from a broken microphone and a damaged speaker. Hulkenberg documents the
phone.
treasures in the trash that he picks up during his dives on YouTube. Last year, he found more than 100 pairs of sunglasses.
Last
20
time I saw a broken mic and a faulty speaker like this, I was at a drive-thru in Detroit.
What?
Couldn't understand him, you see.
Not a single word.
It was rough out there in the boat.
Last year,
Haven't
he
seen blowing like that since Studio 54's men's room in 1977.
No, you're getting too specific.
Yeah.
Not for Miller.
100 pairs of sunglasses, 26 cell phones, 2 GoPro cameras. Apparently, this is the only cell phone that worked after he found it.
Wow.
I don't know.
It
He
said-
found 26.
But it's a cell phone, and it says it works perfectly fine, except for the speaker and the microphone.
Which is pretty important.
Those are the most important features.
I know.
No, but I mean, the fact that it turned on is amazing.
Yeah, well, the car works. Oh, except for the steering and the driving part of it. Besides that, it's a killer
It
car.
can be repaired.
How long was it underwater?
6 months.
We're going to need some bigger rice. This is too fun.
It's the weirdest. I don't get it at all.
I'll never get tired of this.
Is it referencing Dennis Miller as Weekend Update, or was it?
My Find My iPhone app just said. Sorry. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Ace, stop hitting the buttons like that.
Yeah, it's his fault.
Okay, there we go. Today, International Women's Day, featuring.
Bless his heart.
Featuring, wait a minute, Ace, that's not helping. Josh, Chick, Tom.
Well, we all love
Pat, Willie.
the women in our lives.
Oh, there we go. Oh, look, we've got a whole bunch of ladies here, including the lovely Christy Lee at the Navy
Hi.
Federal Credit Union news desk. And then the brunette in the upper left of my screen would be, oh, that's nice. That's Jessica Alsman. And there, oh, look at that. It's the lovely Nikki Glazer. Hey, Nikki. One of just such a great comedian. And
Nikki Glazer, you old son of a bitch, you. How are you?
It's so good to be here, you guys. I missed you.
now, where exactly are you?
I am actually an international woman today. I am in the Cayman Islands.
Nice.
Checking on my bank account. No, I am just wanted to see it in person.
Yes.
I am here for a top secret project that I'm filming that we haven't even started yet because I've been in quarantine for 2 weeks. I just got out the other day, but I arrived here in the Cayman Islands over 2 weeks ago and had to just stay inside for 2 weeks, and it was awesome.
Wow.
I couldn't leave, and I'm not someone who like enjoys the beach and like going outside and like activities, and so everyone's like, oh my gosh, like you guys can see the beach is right here, like you can see the water.
yeah.
I'm
Nice.
sitting.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
And we got out the other day and haven't even been out there. I don't care. I'm not this kind of woman that I believe I should be, that enjoys hiking and just like just any activity. I really like to be by myself and indoors, and I did force myself yesterday to go on a walk by myself on the beach. I was kind of woke up feeling a little like funky, a little sad. I was like, go take a casual stroll down the beach, and I will tell you, like, it didn't do anything for me. Like, I'm good. It's nice nice to know that.
Yeah,
You ever just do something just so you can know, like, I'm not wrong. I don't like this.
Yes.
You know, Nikki, if I were a matchmaker, I'd go, oh, my God, you and Chick McGee.
Oh, yeah. Anything
Go to the Bahamas and stay in the hotel room and never go outside?
There's nothing happening outside you can't watch on your television. Okay?
I agree.
Yes.
People that go to these like tourist traps and take pictures of the Statue of Liberty, just Google image it. Everything's on Google. You can get much closer view. I just don't understand. I don't get it. I wish I could understand why people like those certain things, and I have to fake it sometimes because I am single and I go on these dating apps and everyone likes to hike. Everyone likes to be like doing outdoorsy things. Men are holding fish, which I always find very helpful when a man is holding a fish in his dating profile because you can tell how tall he is because they usually lie about that.
Yeah.
But you just Google the species of fish and then find its average size and then go back to the picture and like line it up for scale. And then you can determine, if he's under, 5 salmon or whatever, you just swipe him back into the sea.
That is so appropriate because last week we actually were talking about that, and someone said exactly what you just said.
Yeah.
For some reason, there are guys holding fish all the time.
Just talked about it, right?
And I guess the new thing, Nikki, apparently is people are holding up their "I've been vaccinated" buttons and passes for whatever reason. Yeah. And I suggested for St. Patrick's Day a button that says "Kiss me, I'm Irish and vaccinated." And I think
that's good.
I think that will actually work.
Yeah, I actually you wouldn't believe this. I get a lot of creepy DMs, and I expect many today. If your listeners, do not let me down. But I get a lot of weird, DM slides, as they call them. And the other day I got one. And it was a guy who this happens a lot where they just insult me to get my attention. And then eventually they just give in and they try a nice approach. And they're like, so, hey, I would love to talk to you sometime. But they've already said, like, you've got a flat butt. Why don't you do some squats? And this is over a year of just like month after month insults. And then they go, hey, I'd love to talk to you sometime. And this guy also in one of his monthly trolls had sent me a picture of him in the bathroom with his arm showing me, I guess, an I voted I guess around when we were all voting,
right.
A wristband that said I voted, but in the picture was also something else, like you could see his feet. And then, but the focal point was the I voted, but if you were looking in the background. And so I eventually go, hey, by the way, I said something rude to him, back to him about all of his mean things he said. At first I was like, so what do you want to talk about? And he was like, actually I have some notes about your comedy. I was like, I'd love to hear them. By the way, you sent me a picture of, I don't know really what you're going to have. Maybe I could talk about the fact that you sent me a picture of your junk. And he goes, oh, I didn't. That's in that picture. I didn't mean to. Like there's this new kind of D pic that is an accidental one of like, I was just trying to show you my like mildewy, bathroom mat. I wasn't at all. I just wanted you to see my half-empty shampoo bottles. And it's like, there was like this, but he goes, I'm so embarrassed, but what'd you think?
Of course, yeah.
I go, I hope you didn't tell your mom you voted. He was like, it's just so that I
voted. Nikki Glazer is our guest from somewhere in the Caribbean on a secret mission. And I know I don't want to ask you what it's all about, but when do you actually start shooting it?
We start this week. So I'm getting ready to transform myself. I'm going to get a spray tan, hair done, nails, like turn into like a working woman again. Well, not that. That sounds bad, but yes. I'm gonna get back to my my TV self. So that the transformation will soon happen. I've been like hanging out with people who are going to be working on this show, and they truly won't recognize me when I get camera ready. That's always like the sad thing, is how much different I look when hours of work.
You look wonderful right now. Have you been?
Thank you.
Where have you been living during the pandemic?
I was with my parents for 10 months. I just moved out of my parents' house in St. Louis in January 1st, but I didn't go back to New York or LA. I gave up my apartment in New York, which I had abandoned back in March when this whole thing hit. I decided to stay in St. Louis, and I got an apartment, but I didn't want to live alone. That's why I stayed with my parents for so long, was because I was just waiting to find a roommate or a boyfriend, someone to move in with, but all my girlfriends have boyfriends. And so I just picked my best like friend who's a guy. And I asked him, he's in New York. He opens for me on the road. His name's Andrew Collin. And I asked him if he would move to St. Louis and be my roommate. And he was like, yeah, I got nothing going on. So now I'm a 36-year-old woman who lives with my straight platonic best friend in a really nice apartment in St. Louis. And I like that it's like, you know, an eighth of the rent that I was paying in New York, and I get to be close to my family. And it's not great, you know, I don't know how long I'm going to stay. I'm just saying, like, the dating apps are picked over. I don't know how I'm going to like find a husband in St. Louis. There's not many eligible bachelors. I got to wait like 3 years before they all start getting divorced. Like I'm at the age where, like I got a little bit to wait.
I would think that there's going to be kind of a roaring 20s aspect to the post-pandemic world in everything. I think every concert's going to sell out. Sure. I can't wait to go back to New York and go to, I mean, every Broadway show is going to be packed. But I would think that similarly, the dating apps there'll be a lot of fresh meat.
Yes, I hope so. I think people are still doing that stuff and hooking up despite everything. But I have been hesitant to do so. But I've been single I've been single for a while, since like 2016. But I haven't been intimate since June of 2019. And so COVID is only half to blame for my lack of any action. I don't even know who I am anymore. I used to like be a comic who talked a lot about sex, and I don't relate to my act at all. I sometimes watch my special and I'm like, I could learn from this girl. Like I don't know who that is. I really feel I feel like I'm in high school again, because I wasn't doing anything in high school either, and just watching my friends do it and be like, how did you do that? So I'm very like scared of the dating game again, and even casual hookups are impossible for me. And
maybe there's a special place for someone like you, kind of semi-virgin. What do you think? Sort of Hyman Part 2. I don't know what it would be.
Oh, yeah.
For folks that have kind of walked away from it for more than a year.
Yes, I agree. I think that I thought you were talking about like the celebrity dating app, like a special place, because that's what I've been using. Is this like, there's an app that's just for, well, it's supposed to be celebrities. Like there's some celebrities on it. I downloaded it because I heard like Ben Affleck was on it. So I was just swiping furiously trying to find that guy and change him. You know,
he's single again.
I love a broken man. Yeah, I know. I was so excited about that.
Yeah.
I think I could.
Yeah.
I'm really attracted to damaged men.
Nikki Glazer is our guest. Nikki's a wonderful comedian. You were back with your family. What did you do in your spare time? Do you have any hobbies of any kind?
Yeah. I just picked up guitar, and then I put it down as soon as I realized I wasn't a savant. But I did. I just started playing guitar, and I love it. I'm obsessed with it in a way that makes me feel young again, because it's rare when you're an adult and you do things that you're bad at, you know, like we just kind of learn what we're good at, and we kind of do that. You don't pick up new things. So it's making me feel young again. And I only play Taylor Swift songs, so that also makes me feel young. But there's one thing that was cool. I like started playing in the fall, and almost right away, I was like, as I would say, a better guitarist than Eddie Van Halen, because he died. And so you can say you're better than him. And that's my favorite thing to do. I love when talented people die, because then you can go like, I'm a better singer than Amy Winehouse.
Yeah,
even though
everybody moves
not,
up a rung. Yeah.
I think the sound of her decaying like is probably a better noise than me trying to karaoke Valerie, you know. But
the sound of her decay.
Like the wind rustling through her bones and the worms. Listen, there's nothing I'm saying that isn't true. That's
Nikki,
what happens.
hi, Josh Arnold.
Hey, Josh.
I happen to know that your father is a terrific musician. Is he teaching you guitar?
He did for a second, and then he was frustrated that I wasn't as good as him right away within a couple days, and he couldn't handle it. And that's what kept me from guitar. I always wanted to play, but just having someone in the house that was always going to be better than you. Like, I'm too competitive. I'm too hard on myself. And so I couldn't handle it. And I think you know what it really drew me to it was that I was feeling really creatively stuck because suddenly stand-up went away and this outlet I had to get out my emotions, every single night went away. And I don't cry like ever. And I'm not good at like feeling things. So I was like, there was just this overwhelming urge to sing like a month into pandemic. So I bought a karaoke machine, just set it up in my parents' living room and would just like wake up in the morning and belt out a few Taylor Swift songs that like articulated how my feelings were that day. And that became so annoying to them that I was like, okay, I'm just gonna like learn how to do this alone in my room. I would just sing alone to myself in the middle of the day when we would have like a window cleaner over. And I was just a woman in her mid-30s singing karaoke in the middle of the day in her parents' house. It was pretty sad, but it was just an outlet because I was stopped up.
Sounds pretty awesome.
Have you started to maybe
recommend it.
write some of your own songs?
It's so hard to be sincere. You guys are comedy guys. Like, have you ever written a poem or like writing songs is so hard and it's just too vulnerable and humiliating even to do alone. It's very, I can't do it. Do you write poems? Josh probably has written poems. I could see you getting pretty sentimental.
Yeah. Usually the first line has the word Nantucket, sadly.
Right. Well, the story of that man needed to be told.
Okay. Okay. Nikki Glazer is a great comedian, and she's got a secret show. We can't even give you the title of it.
I know. Not yet. I can't wait, though, because it's literally a show that I accepted because the name is so hilarious. It's my dream show. I'm so lucky to be at a point in my career where I don't have to do things I don't want to do, and I get to do things that are just fun, and I get to work with fun people, and this is a dream.
Okay, well, we always love talking to you. When this thing comes out, call us so we can plug it.
Oh, I will be here. I can't wait to talk about it.
Okay.
And
So
happy
I will be
International Women's Day, Nikki.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
I just found out that it was happening. And, so I'm going to be celebrating all day.
Good.
What do you do to celebrate?
I
just called the front desk for tampons, and they were like, "We don't do that here." And I was like, "Okay, well, happy." And she really like, "Oh, honey, we don't do that." I go, "You're a woman." I was like, "What are you shaming me for?" So, sticking to some rolled up toilet paper. You know how it is, ladies. All right.
Say hello to the Cayman Islands for us.
Yeah,
I will.
Okay, so long, Nikki. Oh, she's so great.
Bye, Nikki.
We'll be right back.
Cleveland State Vikings won the Horizon League basketball tournament last night, beating the Oakland Golden Grizzlies 80-69. Thus, the Cleveland State Vikings, Tom, are headed to the NCAA tournament.
Just tell us Sunday.
For the first time since 2009.
This is my least favorite sports week of the year.
Well, people who win the tournament automatic bid, okay?
Huh?
Yes. If you win your tournament, you go to it's an automatic bid, and then the at-large bids, and then there's
Just tell me who's playing when they start.
And
When
I still don't get the play-in games.
Next Monday and Tuesday they have
the play-in games. Why not either pick 64 or don't?
Year,
First four.
This year the tournament starts on a Friday instead of the usual Thursday.
Is this Friday?
Well,
no, next Friday.
Well, that don't make no sense. It doesn't start on Thursday. All right. Well, I'd like to refer to you to the Wilt Chamberlain incident of 2021.
Yeah, you might want to double check that.
We're gonna get to the bottom of this. It's gonna happen.
Go Finn Foxes.
Go ahead.
What?
What are the Finn Foxes?
That was Cleveland State's original name.
The Finn Foxes?
Yeah, the Fenn Foxes.
Fenn Foxes.
How do you know that from when you were a kid in Cleveland?
Like Fen?
What does that mean?
Fenn.
Cleveland State used to be called Fenn College, Fenn.
And oh, by the way, the NBA All-Star Game this year, the 2021 edition, the smallest TV audience ever.
Well, that's because Meghan and Harry were.
5.94 million viewers. The only time it's ever
I don't think they share an audience.
to draw 6 million.
I'm just telling you.
7 million.
The Meghan and Harry thing shared an audience with the Liars Club.
Okay, relax.
5.94 million viewers, 3.1 overnight rating. There you go.
It's pretty bad.
And that's sports, I promise. No more.
Thank you.
Oh, you want me to play this thing? Okay, sorry.
Boy, Boy, that was a relief. Thank you. It's like I stopped waterboarding you.
So when do the play-in games start? Ace?
If I remember right, I don't think they're having those this year. But check. Double check.
I'm not in this because Ace knows all.
I know for a fact it starts on Friday.
There you go.
Okay, thank you very much. By the way, Donnie, Oak Grove, Kentucky at the American Legion coming up this Saturday.
Okay.
Wow, bring a condom.
Why do you need a condom?
In one of the first
Actually, maybe a rain jacket and some Visqueen. I don't know. I'm not sure what happens at those shows.
Why doesn't he sell condoms?
With his face on them?
Yes.
That's a good idea.
There are.
I'll tell you off the air.
If you think a little bit, you'll know why.
Dear Donnie, my new little boy, Donnie Jr.
Yeah, he needs money.
It says right on there for novelty purposes only. Well, in a pinch. Okay, thank you very much. Let's see now. We had a request earlier.
Yes.
You had something about Aruba in the news. What was that again?
I forget.
Aruba, Jamaica.
Don't you want
Ace, I think you're wrong. According to the NCAA brackets, here's the schedule. Selection Sunday, 6 p.m. We all know that.
That's Sunday, not Tuesday.
First 4 p.m. start on Thursday, March 18th.
Are those play-in games, or is that the real deal?
Play-in game.
All right.
The first 4.
And the tournament starts Friday.
First round starts on Friday.
Why don't they start with 68?
Well, no, the tournament starts
Thursday.
Never mind. This happens every time you open your mouth.
Those are playing games.
This is so.
But it's still part of the tournament.
You need to either tell a joke or go out in the hall. Okay? It's up to you. It's absolutely up to you. I'll leave it up to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the challenge.
Now we got something.
The challenge will be met. Let's see how funny the rich joke is. Go ahead, Ace.
Well, Chick might get this.
Yeah, that's it. That's why I'm not laughing. I don't get them.
What's the difference between ignorance and apathy?
I don't know and I don't care.
You're correct.
That is funny.
I told you get it.
That's a good joke. Nailed it.
Stop ruining jokes.
Tom, now will you do something? Anything.
That was an excellent joke, Ace. Your delivery was so good that it...
You know what? Why don't you give him a raise and send him away like you do everybody else? How about that?
You see my list of people I want dead? I left that in my desk yesterday. Okay, thank you very much, Ace. That was a very, very fine joke.
I'm going to cut your payroll.
Coming up, that's Christy Lee from the...
yes, there she is.
Just renamed Navy Federal Credit Union Jungle Room.
Yeah, baby.
Christy has her...
safari shirt on
I
today.
love that, Christy. That looks so great.
See if you can bounce your boobs to this rhythm.
I can't. I mean, I'd have to use my hands.
Will you try? Chick's still not in here. Tom, Chick's still not in here.
No.
What's he doing?
Part-time.
Probably.
Should we put on the toilet cam?
You know who we do have? The always cool Al Jackson.
Oh, Al's got the weird shades on again.
No, they're not weird. They're awesome. Leave him alone.
No, Al, this is Al. Obviously, he's going to a Superfly party.
Look at that.
It had to happen, Tom. I got up this morning. I saw the all 100% velour. What color would you call this? Mauve?
Raspberry.
Fuchsia. Raspberry or fuchsia.
And you've got blue sunglasses on.
Oh, yes.
All one piece.
Yes. Oh my God.
Yes.
It's a one piece with pants and a built-in belt, and yet it's got short sleeves.
Yeah, I wear it all the time. I bought it as a joke.
Yeah.
I forgot I bought it. It took like 7 months to get here, and it came. My girl was like, this like almost pre-pandemic. My girl was like, somebody sent you something weird. I was like, no, I sent that to myself. I bought that. And it just hung in my closet, and then I put it on. I was like, it's comfortable, and now I just wear it all the time.
If I wore that in here, Al, we'd have to have an ambulance to take Chick to a hospital because he'd be laughing so hard.
Exactly. This is where...
Oh, my Lord, Albert Jackson.
Yes, sir.
Damn.
This is where there is inequality in our society.
I couldn't agree more.
Where Al goes into a Starbucks dressed like that, and people go, man, that's a cool dude. I go in dressed in that same outfit. It's not fair.
No, you become the
Creepy guy.
You would not believe who was in here today. No. Let me tell you what he was wearing.
He thought it was Halloween.
And then when Al leaves, they go, "You would not believe what? Oh man, he was so hot. Did you see him? A pink shirt and blue glasses. Come on.
Yeah. This is a topic we never discussed.
It's a hit or miss
really.
outfit.
Yeah, right.
It's like either it goes back. Remember, Tom, we were talking about leather pants, couple maybe, and just how like a lot of guys can't pull it off, and the ones that try, they still can't pull it off. But all you need, fellas, is one woman to like it, and at least with leather pants or a velour onesie male jumpsuit, it's going to at least make a woman stop and acknowledge you exist.
Yeah, absolutely.
And whether she likes it or not, it's that's not in your hands anymore.
Yeah, but there's also
stand out.
There's a very uncomfortable factor that no one wants to talk about.
What is that?
Which is certain people can get away with certain types of clothing that other people can't get away with.
Sure.
And that clothing does send a message. Al, your dad was a lawyer.
He was.
And
Shout out Alpha Jackson.
I just had this discussion with a friend of mine's dad who was a very distinguished defense attorney. And he said the same thing that a friend of my dad's once told me. He said in front of a jury, you have to wear a certain type of clothing. And he said, typically, the white lawyers dress somewhat casual, a la the old Johnny Carson look.
Okay.
Maybe the plaid jacket. And he said, the African-American guys, the black three-piece suit with the pinstripes. He goes, if I wore that, this white guy told me, I'd lose every case.
Wow.
There's a lot to be said about that. And then you can say it's racist, whatever. That's how people
it's not
perceive you.
racist, it's racial.
Yeah, it is. And I think, again, maybe it's just because I'm me. If I wore that, Al, the laughing would never stop.
Right.
The way it usually stops when I start talking.
Man, I'd love to buy you one of those. If I bought one, would you wear it?
Of course not. I wouldn't even wear it alone by myself. My dogs would run away.
You wouldn't do it just for the show?
Can we have someone Photoshop Tom like those paper dolls where they dress up with different outfits and put different outfits
in a
on
one-piece short sleeve?
One-piece short sleeve jumpsuit.
Al, I don't own a short sleeve button-down shirt. I never wear short sleeve shirts.
No, he doesn't.
See, if a white guy wears a short sleeve button-up shirt, he's a Baptist minister. I'm thinking, and he's like,
the short sleeve shirt and the short sleeve shirt and the tie.
Yep, holding the Bible, yelling.
Yeah, that's my shop teacher.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, now who in the show do you think would have the best chance of pulling this off as a straight character? Not trying to be funny.
I'm going to say two here. And you're going to laugh at the second one, I think, but just hear me out. Willie's first.
Yeah.
Because a younger man, he can get away with newer styles, or, what would we consider? I think Pat Godwin wearing that and those glasses. Pat, I don't think people would look twice. I think they would go, that's what that guy wears.
You know what? And I'm going to agree with Josh for two reasons. First of all, I think Pat would look great in that. But
I do. Oh, I do too. I would.
Secondly, I'm lying about that first statement. I would love to see him dress up like that.
I would buy one of those for Pat. And I would pay him to wear it for a month.
I'm online right now. I can get you one for $89. What size? What size did you like?
You'd have to have it tailored because I think you'd have
me extra small.
Okay.
Show off that package.
Pat,
I don't know if you could do the onesie, but I think you could do a matching two-piece tracksuit, sweatsuit, velour kind of thing.
For sure.
I don't think anybody would say anything.
Oh, yeah.
No, but
it looks like you're going to collect an envelope.
Pat, here's the deal. Remember the discussion we had last year with all the internet schooling stuff, and you had to do the parent-teacher conference? Yeah. That's what you want to wear to the parent-teacher conference online. And they look and they think, oh, my God, this guy thinks he's Hugh Hefner in 1973.
As long as you commit. And see, Tom, we're talking about because I can see myself kind of transitioning into just one outfit like Jim Harbaugh. I'm just going to wear the same thing every day. I could see Tom, and tell me if you think I'm wrong, guys, like Tom just going into just a Adidas tracksuit phase, but not like the crazy funky Adidas that like the young Japanese kids wear. I'm talking about just like every day, just black Adidas tracksuit, black Adidas pants. And Tom, it'd be weird for like a week, and then that's just what Tom wears. You can wear it out.
I don't own sweatpants. I hate sweatpants.
Like a windbreaker kind of outfit.
Yeah. I wear the same thing every day, though, Al, although the shirts tend to go either from black to blue jean or khaki.
I went to lunch with my buddy and my daughter a couple days ago, and I come out to, say, okay, you ready to go? And she goes, That's very close to Sopranos right there.
Okay,
what you're wearing.
Are you doing the
I'm
Sopranos?
just wearing the track suit and the track pants. Like, what?
If Godwin
I'm comfortable.
were wearing what Al's wearing,
Yes.
he would look like the guy who invented Betamax. At one point was the coolest guy that had a windfall of money, and then it just went away.
Yes.
Would you remember that there was an era, I want to say 80s, in which you'd get on an airplane and there'd be the couples.
Oh, yeah.
Matching
And
tracksuits.
always had tasteless gold jewelry and matching
What
tracksuits.
was that about?
Absolutely.
You saw it a lot.
Sure you
I mean,
did.
poor taste is
like
hard to avoid.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, but also don't forget, we always talk about the 80s like it existed in a vacuum, and like we were like, that was weird, and that music video was weird. Everybody was on drugs. Like, let's be honest. Like when you watch the movie, when you watch Narcos, and you're like, wow, they're taking all that cocaine into the country and 18-wheelers, and it's coming. Well, the trucks are coming back empty. Like, what are we doing here? Like, Wall Street, entertainment, everybody was on drugs. You could drink. There was no such thing as really DUIs. There were no seatbelts.
Yeah, there was
the
a
80s
lot.
were wild. So,
Now-
like, that's our clothing reflected it.
Al, this goes to something we're trying to do right now. I spent some time yesterday. We're trying to find the most embarrassing picture we have of ourselves.
Oh, Lord. Have you seen mine?
Oh, Chicks is great. I'm
I
trying
need
to
to
find
see this.
one from 1970, I don't know, something, where I'm holding two cats. Willie has seen this thing. It's unbelievable. You won't recognize me. Do you have it? Can you please go through the galleys and find an embarrassing Al Jackson picture from back? Did you ever have a full fro?
Not really. I missed there was a fro period, and I was born right at the end of the last one, and I was a little too old, because then there was that fro. I don't know if you guys remember that period where Kobe Bryant had like a fro.
Sure.
There was like that
Number 8.
period. Yeah, number 8, baby. And when he took who's the singer, Brandy, to the prom, like he has that little baby fro. But I couldn't pull that off at that point. I think I'd already committed to just the old number 1, which I've had for like 20 years. I wish I had worn different hairstyles, but I didn't have a grade of hair like that where I could kind of play around with it. Like
Did your dad ever have a fro?
Oh, my dad had a fro, bro. Like that was. I mean, my dad had
Like an early 70s?
Early 70s, like what you talking about, Willis fro. Like I mean, it was formidable, but you know, fros I think are difficult to take care of, because you think, okay, you sleep, so it's going to be matted. You have to pick it out. Anytime you sit your head back on something, so you're constantly kind of updating and grooming your hair throughout the day.
Did you own the so-called Afro pick? And if so, did it have the clenched fist?
Oh, they all did. I never had an Afro pick.
Can you get one that's a little more less hostile?
Oh, you can get. Yeah, they have
Of course, Tom.
many picks that are just a plain handle.
Also, can you relax? You
My
sound like
God.
a Democratic senator in the 60s. Let him know.
A guy just sent us this incredible ranch dressing recipe for a pot roast. Thank you, Adam, writing from Dry Ridge, Kentucky. That looks delicious. We'll have to get that in place. Now, let's see, where were we?
I think they're making fun of you.
Oh, thank you very much.
We all just jumped on that.
I was trying to figure out where we were. I was trying to figure out if we had to go back to the sports desk for the 5th time.
It turns out Tom's not the dick. We're all dick. Yeah.